the channel. John here on, actually it's a bloody horrible, cold, old, windy Thursday evening on my driveway here in Lincolnshire. The original live stream that I'd got planned for sort of 10 minutes ago, well, I'd flipped it the wrong way and all sorts of stuff. The YouTube live stream interface, well, isn't very easy to use, if I'm honest with you. It's pretty terrible. God, it's a horrible, it's horrible study here. Anyway, I'll keep this nice and short and sweet because, as the title suggests, we're talking about the Impian. People are finding me now. Hello. Hello, Tony. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Mechanic. Hello, James. Right, okay, now let's do this. Behind me is my Proton Impian. It's the 1.6, look. And someone's actually put a GLX badge on it. Ignore that because it's actually a GSX edition. And I bought it recently, a couple of weeks ago. 200 quid. 200 quid I paid for this car. And if you haven't seen the video on the channel already, that is what I'm going to address. The fact that I did one of my usual, I've bought a car. It's arrived on the driveway. Mrs. John Coupland doesn't know about it. Hey, oh, am I going to be sleeping in it? The usual, the walk around videos about this car. Remember, the 200 quid car that I purchased with my own money. And I'm hated. World's worst person, because when I looked around the car, if you haven't seen the video that landed on the channel on Sunday, well, it's posh rotten on the offside at the rear of the sill. The hole is about, I don't know, that big. And actually I've done a bit more digging in it and it goes underneath. And so to me, as a £200 car, game over, right? That's what I thought anyway. And then you lot got involved. In fact, actually, the video did very well with people that are not, well, you lot actually, to be honest with you, because they were new viewers. You guys are all legends of the channel. And the amount of people that got angry with me that I was doing what I wanted to do with me old £200 car was quite interesting. However, it has prompted me to actually think again, because when I made that video, it had just landed, literally, I think the night before, and I went out early in the morning. You can see in the video the sun is still rising, and I had my genuine initial, oh, let's look around the Impian video, and I didn't know about the rot hole. So therefore, when I found the rot hole, I was devastated. And actually, I'm going to hold my hands up a little bit here and say maybe, just maybe, I've probably made the wrong decision, which is why I wanted to come on to the live stream and say it's still there. It's still here. It's still in one piece. I haven't done anything with it. I haven't even cleaned it. You'll be able to hear it's still filthy. And actually it's, well, here, look, there's some authentic Proton Impian twigs and moss from the car. If you're on the live stream, by the way, say hello and hit the like button, because hitting the like button helps tell everyone else on YouTube that you kind of like what we're doing. And that helps pay for Dad to have a nice holiday. True story, just hitting the like button really helps. So if you can, that's awesome. Anyway, here's me Impian, still on my driveway. And yeah, I got so much flack from people saying, don't scrap that car, it's nice and rare. And I totally agree with you. So I want to apologise for a start. If I've gone against my own ethos, because as you know, my ethos as a channel is find old bangers and sort of save them, right? I've fished a Satria out of a field. I fished Protons out of fields. I fished stuff that you don't know about out of barns and saved them. But actually, if you know the channel, you know that I've bought this car for spare parts for my GLS. Let me tell you the story about this one before you all ask, because actually I didn't cover that in my initial video because I don't think people need to hear the full story, but clearly they do because they get angry and upset. So this car was advertised on the Proton Facebook group. One picture, one photograph on the back of a car transporter. You could see that Scrapman, Banger Boys, Wheeler Dealer Lad had picked it up, and literally the photograph was him picking it up from where he fished it out from. And he slung it on the Proton owners group and said, anyone want to save this then? If you don't give me 250 quid by Monday, it's going to the scrapyard. Oh my goodness. And I've seen people do this quite a lot on the old Rover groups and all that sort of stuff. They put a picture of their Rover and say, oh, if no one wants to buy it, I'm going to break it for spares on Monday. And I think it's a sales technique, and it works quite well, because then everyone gets in on the comments and says, no, you can't do that. It's too good to break. And then obviously, inevitably, someone buys it for the 800 quid that they want, or around about. Great idea. I would probably do the same tactic. But this had been advertised on the Proton Club 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. One photograph on the back of a car transporter, and it literally said, any of you lot want this for 250 quid, it's got to be worth that, else it's going to the crusher in a couple of weeks on Monday. Then guess what happened? Loads and loads and loads and loads of comments on the Proton Owners Club. But no bugger wanted it, did they? No one bought it. They all said, oh yeah, I'd have that. Oh yeah, it's too good to break for spares. Oh, this is awesome for banger racing. Oh no, you can't scrap that car because it's a nice one. But no one put their money where their mouth was and says, yeah, actually, I'll have it. Here's the 250 quid, deliver it, or I'll come pick it up. Loads of people, oh, if I'd got the space, I've just bought a Ford Mondeo though, so I haven't got the space. Or people saying, actually, oh, if you were the other side of the country, I would have had it. But I didn't. No bugger bought it. So Muggins here said, I tell you what, 200 quid, put it on my drive. You're literally 20 miles away. I shall have the car. Here it is. Proton man bought it. That's part one of the story. So it wasn't as if only I found it, just me, in a garage and said, here's 200 quid, mate. Yeah, oh, I'm going to clean it all up nice. And it's going to be a show winner. Banger boy that was going to scrap it made himself 100 quid on it, probably. He probably paid 100 quid for the car, right? I don't care. It's worth more than that in parts. But only to a few people. I am one of those few people. Flash forward then. It arrived. It came onto the driveway and I could see the next morning that it had got a great big bloody hole in it. So me, being me, in my video, well, it's cost me 200 quid. It's worth that for parts. I have bought this car, you'll laugh, for the wheels. Literally, I've bought the car for the wheels because my GLS wheels, well, they're all flaky and horrible and the tyres are no good. I would need to put 230 quid's worth of tyres on the car to get it through an MOT. This has got good tyres and good wheels on it. It would cost me 250 quid to get the wheels refurbed on my GLS. This has got, I'm going to say good wheels, they're not perfect. So my initial plan, my initial thought was, I'll tell you what I'll do before it even arrived. I'll swap the wheels over. You may know that on my GLS, the mythical oil cap is missing from the engine cover. Hey, I'm going to have that as well. But actually, Well, it's got leather interior, and it's got all the paperwork with it. It's even got a factory fit, well, I say factory fit, dealer fit sunroof, sold by DRM Motors in Skegness, very close to home. It's had loads of owners though. It's had like 5 or 6 owners, and it's covered something like, I don't know, 70 or 80,000 miles. And it's had regular servicing. It's been looked after. Anyway, I've got a piece of paper here that says that even putting the sunroof in it was 400 quid. It's been spec'd to high heaven at the dealership. Even got this spoiler, which is actually just screwed into the boot. So we're going a bit off topic, but I know as well as you do that that number plate might be worth something. It's a personalised number plate. Yes, it's a Northern Irish number plate. So I got excited. And obviously that's backwards on the live stream because I can't work out how to mirror you, by the way. But I had a thought that actually that's probably worth 500 quid. So I need to get the number plate off. You may or may not know this, but retention of number plates is sometimes easy, sometimes hard. If the car has been taxed, insured and MOT'd continuously for the past 5 years, you can do it online. You can do an online thing with the DVLA, give them 80 quid and you get a little reference number and they send you a retention certificate in the post and they send you a new V5. If you were to put that number plate now into Google, you'll see it's for sale because I managed to get the car, get it on retention. Hang on a minute. That needs to be a separate video because also the car hadn't had an MOT for 5 years, but because it had been stored on private land close to a road, someone had taxed it continuously. Someone was paying tax on this car the entirety that it was off the road. So it's been off the road for 5 years. MOT has lapsed. It's got no MOT, but someone was paying tax on this car for 5 years. Now, bear in mind, the tax on this is astronomical. It's obviously SORN now. And actually, that number plate doesn't come up as a Proton Impian anymore because I've taken it off. I've managed to get it on retention. So that's the first bonus, which has made me go, okay, we can slow this down now. Because I was aware that I needed to get that number plate off before I did anything. But yeah, I've got that off it. Calibrax, you say that it's worth about £150. I have rejected an offer of £450 for the number plate. I've rejected an offer of that. I want more for it. I'm being greedy, why not? Let's read some of these comments anyway, see who's on. If you're on the live stream, say hello. Let's have a read of some of these comments tonight. Tony, hello. Thomas, hello. Mechanic, hello. James, hello. Andy, hello. AD Gibbs, hello. El Profo, hello. University of Turmoil, now then. Got to keep it and do a welding video. We'll talk about that in a minute, Lee. Sarah, hi. I'm going to have to hold my computer to the mirror. Yeah, sorry about that. You can do what you want. Yeah, I can, but also that's what the content creation and YouTube is all about. So where are the spares going to come from now if this one has to be saved? That is the question. Right? What can I actually take off it now? The oil cap? 12 months MOT and £800 all day. I'd want more than that, to be honest with you, if I was to MOT it. If I've learned anything, annoying people is better and far more entertaining. Oh yeah, evolution it is. Hi, by the way. Hi, Jakob. Hi from Sweden. Are you... not just because you're from Sweden, but I was listening to the Swedish Eurovision entry this year. Are you a Eurovision man? Mrs. JC and I will be watching on Saturday. Drive it back to Malaysia. God, could you imagine that? Well, I couldn't drive it to Malaysia, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Why? Are Protons used a lot for bang racing? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they absolutely are. I'm envious of JC's large driveway. Well, it's funny you should say about that, because because JC has gone and got himself a unit and a workshop with a ramp. More about that in a separate video. But yeah, JC, Coupland cars, storagey, warehousey stuff coming soon. Oh, excellent. Thanks to everyone for getting in on the live. Should have taken it. No, it doesn't matter, to be honest with you. If you say about I should have taken their offer, actually, the plate is worth more to me to have as a private number plate to put on something else that I want to have. I'm considering putting that number plate on my van, to be honest with you. Hello everybody, 4:50 run. Yeah. Just come on, John, everyone has an opinion. Yeah, of course they do. I said on the video you uploaded, you intended to be a donor car anyway. I did. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Your dad will have that seal tied up in an hour. Dad could have it done now. It could be done already. Oh, could you imagine that? Could you imagine the jeopardy on the video and then actually it's already done? Well pumped for the... Yeah, I know. Get a ramp, you get loads of friends. Yeah. Thumbs up, please, by the way, if you're on it. 92 people on here, apparently, and only 33 thumbs up. So hit the thumbs up button, it helps. Looking forward. Yeah, anyway. Surely Snail should have a patent number plate. I tried to get Snail, and it was really expensive. I've seen a cool smart one for sale, actually, Evolution. Is that one? I know that's going to be a lot of money. Yeah. But is that auction still ongoing? Anyway, what I wanted to say on this live stream is there is the car, right? There's the car. It's still there. It hasn't been stripped for spares yet. And actually, there's going to be lots of other things coming soon with it. Yes, I'm going to be doing some welding. Even if we scrap the car, I'm going to do a welding video. Dad's going to teach me how to weld it up because why not? But there are loads of other things wrong with it which will come in separate videos. Remember that problem I had with the other one, the GLS, the fact that it wouldn't sort of brake? The ABS and the not the ABS, what's the word I want, folks? You know what I mean. The braking box. What's it called? Is it the ABS pump? Anyway, the master cylinder and all that, the pedal is just to the floor. The brakes don't work. They're non-existent. That's what I was trying to say. Brakes are no good. Brakes we need to address. This door, by the way, doesn't open. That's a problem. It's broken inside the door. It doesn't unlock with the fob. It doesn't unlock with the internal switch. It doesn't unlock with the door handle. That's probably going to be a bit of a nuisance to sort out. And you might or might not be able to see or hear the paintwork. It's had a terrible body repaint here at some point in its life, halfway down the side of the car. Yeah. Anyway, watch this space with the Proton Impian is what I was trying to say, but please don't get angry at me for scrapping the car because I bought it to scrap. It's worth more to me as parts in scrap. But what I'm trying to say is it's still up in the air, right? It's still up in the air what I'm doing with it. So we shall soon find out. Anyway, enough about Proton Impians. How are you? How's your day been? How's your week been? I'm on a training course this week and next week actually. I've tried thinners on it. It won't come off. I'm going to get some UPVC cleaner on there, I think, because that is my go-to and it does normally come off. Anyway, there's been a lot going on this week. I've been very, very busy. Proton Satria stuff. I have found the mythical seats. Way! Actually, I found the mythical seats like the 3rd of April. But you've only just seen the video. And I feel quite guilty as well because everyone is saying in the video, hey, the snail van is going well. Well, yeah, that's because I filmed the video before it went bang. Anyway, that video has now hit the channel. What is coming up this weekend for you? We've got not Royal Snail, we've got Proton Satria cleaning coming up this weekend. The blue one, it's cleaned up very nicely, and there's all loads of stuff coming on the channel. We will have workshop / storage unit update, hopefully, and we'll get Dad's reaction to the Impian. We'll have a proper series of videos on the Impian coming up, which include cleaning it, because as I say, it is filthy. Dad's reaction, there will be running it and seeing what actually more is wrong with it, and then welding, because I am going to give it a go. I am going to try welding it, and then we'll see what happens. It might be that I take off little bits, sell the car. Might be that I strip everything down to a bare shell off the car, or it might be that we get it back on the road. What do you want to see? Comment down below. Seriously, in the comments, what would you like to see on the Impian? It's a car that, in my mind, I personally am going to scrap. So if I cock the welding up, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give it a go, with Dad looking on, of course. Let me know about the Impian. It's got an A004 number plate now. I'll tell you what the number plate is anyway, but I will be taking the number plate off, maybe putting it on my van. There's loads of stuff that I'm doing. This Saturday, I'm taking a... hey, just because you tell me you want it back on the road doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I'm just asking what you want me to do, mechanic. Algorithm, you know, engagement, all that sort of stuff. Okay, I'll let you into a little secret, all right? I'm planning on trying to eke out the content on the Impian to a point where it's earned me £200. That's what I've promised Mrs. John Coupland. I'm having to be quiet because she can probably hear me. But if the car's paid for itself, we can do what we want then, can't we? See what I'm saying? Make a video, 20 quid. Make another video, 20 quid. Because actually each one of my videos makes £20, roughly. So that's 10 videos. 10 Proton Impian videos. We can do that, right? Comment down below, what do you want to see with a Proton Impian? John Dukes of Hazzard style Proton Impian jumps hay bales in Lincolnshire. She's not watching, I promise. She's absolutely not watching. I'll tell you what she's watching. She's watching the new series of You on Netflix. Right, this weekend, what am I up to on the live stream? Let me tell you. I am going to the Haggerty Hill Climb. I'm taking a Proton. I'm taking the white Proton. Am I going to be hill climbing a Proton? No. Absolutely not, because it's sold out. The actual hill climb of the cars are sold out, else that would have been awesome, wouldn't it? Me hill climbing a Proton Iswara. But I'm heading down to, is it Shrewsbury Walsh? Something like that, on Saturday for the Haggerty Hill Climb. I'm just going to go turn my hosepipe off. Stay there. Thanks. I was wasting water. I've been filling up my water fountain. I'm off to the Haggerty Hill Climb this weekend. If you're going, say hello. My intention is to make a video and hopefully try and blag my way into hill climbing a Proton. That's the plan. Yeah. That's the plan on that. And then Sunday, Mrs. JC and I are heading to Lincoln. We're going to Lincoln Castle for the LVVS car show. Hopefully the weather's a bit better than this, because I'm bloody freezing. It's the Lincolnshire Vintage Vehicle Collection, I think. Car show at Lincoln Castle. Guess who was far too late to submit a vehicle to show this year? This guy. Because I forgot about it. Mrs. JC and I normally go. We normally take my Toyota MR2, and a couple of years ago, Muggins here won it. He won the show with his MR2. Well, that was a Volkswagen Polo with the world's naffest modifications on. Anyway, so we're going to Lincoln Classic Car Show at the castle. I'm going to do a little walk around video, and then I'm taking Mrs. JC shopping. So 2 birds, 1 stone. Good. That's that. What else have I got to tell you? Loads of stuff, actually, and I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, I have just bought. I've bought a set of skates, not for me feet, but for me cars. I've bought a set of hydraulic skates ready for the workshop, so I can try and move things around without starting them up in the workshop, in the storage area, and get as many in as possible. My goal is to get as many cars from the back garden into the workshop and to the storage area. It's doable, it's possible, but obviously still want to be able to work and move around and do all sorts of stuff. That's that. Oh God, what else have I got to tell you? TikTok is going well. I haven't bought anything recently. Oh, I'll tell you what I do need to tell you. This bloody thing, not the cat, bless her, this bloody thing, Purple Smart, has gone bang again. And actually it's my fault this time. I'll show you what's wrong. Ooh. Ta-da-da! This is my alternator belt. It snapped. It's a problem, that is. I need to get one on order on my serpentine belt. I'll tell you what happened there. I'm not I'm not proud of it. I channeled my inner hub nut properly. Look, it's melted. My genuine inner hub nut, the Purple Smart, has been sat there about 3 or 4 months. And I thought the battery was flat because it wouldn't start. So I charged the battery up, wouldn't start up. So I thought, the starter motor might be struggling. So I had a look at the starter motor, fine, no problem. Oh, hi Daisy Cat. Looked at the rest of the starter motor, and it was okay. But don't get me wrong, that car has covered 70-something thousand miles, and hang on a minute, it's covered a lot of miles, and I've rebuilt the engine, and it should be fine because I use it. Where's Daisy Cat gone now? She's sat right under the tripod. Bless her. Daisy Cat, oh, she's walked off now. When you see her, she is 22 years old. Look at that. That's the oldest cat on my street, bless her. There she is. No, you're right, 70,000 isn't a lot, but on the old Smart 450s, they tend to eat oil and the engine went bang. Anyway, Dad and I rebuilt that. The alternator belt has snapped. Why? I think the alternator has not seized, because it's free, but I think it's, well, you know what's happened. The alternator or a pulley has been sticky. It squealed like a pig. I turned it off quick, not quick enough. Smoke, fire coming out the back of the bloody Smart 450. Alternator belt snapped. Starts up now, starts up fine. It would start, run and drive, but the alternator doesn't work, clearly. So that's a job that Dad and I are going to have to do. Stick that in there. Good. I'm going to be quiet, I think, for the next couple of weeks because I'm on this training course, as I say, until the end of next week, and then I'm on a series of night shifts. Boo, I don't like night shifts. They really mess me up. My sleep pattern, my head, everything. What time is it? 20 past 6, I better get some dinner. Yeah, the last thing I want to talk about before we finish this live stream is MOTs and historic vehicle tax. Right, if you follow me on Twitter, X, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, you will know that my Toyota MR2 is turning 40 tomorrow. 40 years old, the Mark 1 Toyota MR2. It's about to become a historic vehicle. Doesn't that make you feel old? I had a poster of one from the launch on my bedroom wall when I was a kid. Anyway, I've been having a little bit of a battle trying to get historic tax and MOT worked out in my head. That's going to be a totally separate video. I might even do a live stream tomorrow. Happy birthday to my Toyota MR2, if I can get it out of the garage. If I can't get it out of the garage, I'm going to lift the garage door, I'm going to turn the lights on, and I'm going to probably just eat some cake. Is that all right? Yes, you're right, Simon, he did. And actually, I've watched his video, and I've tried to follow it, and I've failed. But I don't want to give too much away in this live stream when I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow. Some of his information is now out of date, some is incorrect. And I've found that my local post office have no bloody idea what they're doing. To the point where I got told, yeah, we can't do that here. You'll have to go somewhere else. Well, that's my only post office. Anyway, so yeah, what do you reckon? Shall I get the MR2 out tomorrow and we do another live stream? We have 40th birthday celebrations. I think that's a good idea. Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, if you've watched this live stream or you're on the live stream and you haven't hit the thumbs up button already, then please do. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the politics of are we going to MOT it each year or not, because probably, but that's besides the point. Yes, Pedalbox, yeah, email on the channel is the best way to get to me. Hit the thumbs up button now, please. I'm going to give you, right, here you go. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my stopwatch. Look, there you are. I'm going to count 30 seconds, and I'm hoping to see that little like number go up in 30 seconds. I'm watching 66. Come on, hit the like button. 67, good, thank you. Someone's listening. Someone's awake. By the way, if we get to 100 likes, I don't know, I'll do a snail video. Don't know, who knows. Come on, 88 people watching. Hit the like. Yeah, you tell them, Simon. 74. Right, you got 30. You got another 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well done. Thanks very much. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do tomorrow. If I get home from my course on time and the weather is like this or better, I'm going to get my MR2 out of the garage. And we will have a 40th birthday party for my Toyota MR2. I'll discuss its history because it is a very, very special car to me. Very special car. I'll discuss its history, the work that I've done to it, why it's special, if you don't know the story, which is quite apt. It's to do with mental health, and I think we've been doing mental health awareness recently, especially after Ian's post earlier today, where he'd seen the sad news that somebody had ended their life in a classic vehicle that he'd tested. Very sad. So I'll be talking about mental health, my mental health, yeah, in my Toyota MR2 video. Will there be cake? I'm a fat lad, of course there'll be cake. I'll try and get a cake on the way home. I did ask Mrs. JC earlier today if she could get a couple of helium balloons, 4 and 0, but she said no. Else I would have had 40th balloons for me MR2. Daisy Cat's wanting her tea, bless her. Is Coupland Impian I near you? Yeah, it's kind of. It's close. Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame that my 4G, 5G phone nonsense isn't strong enough to do a live video away from home or away from a Wi-Fi network. Else I would love to have done live streams of car shows and taking you away and having a look at stuff and maybe even driving. It's probably not safe actually to do a live stream whilst driving, so actually that's a bad idea. But yeah. Road trip, Proton road trip this summer. Yeah, cool, sounds good. Where am I going with the Protons? That'd be cool, wouldn't it? So, coming tomorrow then, maybe this sort of time, we will have a 40th birthday party for my Toyota MR2. We'll have a chat about what's going on this weekend, we'll talk about its history, and I'll do a video of the MR2 because you rarely see it. But for those of you that have just joined us, for those of you that want to know more about this, my 2004 plate Proton Impian 1.6 GSX. At the moment, it's not going anywhere and I'm leaving it whole because I need to make my other 10 videos and then we shall see what happens. Yeah, we shall see what happens. I hope you all have a great night. I'm deciding now what I'm going to have for tea. It might be chicken curry. I'm going to go some sleep ready for tomorrow because I'm up again at 4 o'clock. I've had a really, really, really intense week. Really busy week on my training course. Anyway, I hope you're well, whatever you're doing. Thanks to everyone that's watched this live stream. I'm sorry it's not as long as the last one. The last one was like an hour and a half, but I think I ended up waffling a bit in that. These live streams don't earn a great deal, to be honest with you, but they keep the channel ticking over, and it's a nice way of interacting with you guys live. To everyone that has thumbs up the video, thank you. To everyone that's watched the videos recently, let me know in the comments what your favourite video series was. We'll be catching up with Dad as well. Dad had, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you this. Dad has said he's not appearing on a live video until we get 20,000 subscribers. Now we're on 16,500 subscribers. So that's what, 3,500 people, is that right? Yeah, 3,500 people. Go out there and spread the word. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. It's free to do. You don't have to pay anything. It's totally free. You can turn off notifications if you don't like notifications on your phone. I get that because I sometimes get notifications. John's uploaded a new video. I'm like, what an idiot. But if you could subscribe, please consider doing so. Dad will be on the live stream when we hit 20,000. It's up to you guys now. It's up to you guys. Anyway, thanks to everyone that's watched this little live stream. Have a great evening. Genuinely, you are all absolute legends. Really appreciative of this little weird car community that I've got going on here. And I know I'm not one of the big boys. I know I'm not Hubnut. I know I'm not Steph Drives a Classic. I know I'm not Tasty Classics X, Y, and Z. But I'm enjoying it. And I'm genuinely humbled. So thank you very much from me, bloke in me shed with me dad and me love for little old Protons. Thank you very much. Share the love. Absolutely. Till next time, have a great day. Let's work towards getting Dad on a live stream. We can do that. I'd love that. And then we'll do a proper Q&A sesh with Dad from the live stream, and he can answer your questions and you can tell him how much of a legend he is. If you've enjoyed this little live stream, you can always watch it back And if you missed some of it, or you can go backwards, hit the like button. All absolute legends. I love you all, genuinely. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, if all goes well, for a 40th anniversary birthday video for my 1985 Toyota MR2. That literally was registered tomorrow, 16th of May, 1985. And I've had it a long time now. I bought it 2012. So had it nearly, what, 14, 15 years. Is that right? Yeah, well, 13 years, isn't it? Anyway, see you tomorrow. See you for the MR2 celebration. But the good news that I want you to take away, kind of, from this live stream is there is the Impian. I'm sorry that I angered you. Its fate is no longer sealed. There'll be more stuff to come. See you later. Have a great night. Genuinely. Legends. See you, folks. Right, here's the bit where I don't know what I'm doing.